up, but we're here leaving the rest area just east of Sabinal, Texas. Someone just popped up.
Plywood.
Huh?
Plywood.
Hey, Plywood, welcome in. Good to see you. It's one of my regulars pop in when I go live. I do appreciate that. Someone else.
Matt.
Oh, Matt Outdoors, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, we went to go out to Fort Clark Springs Day in Brackenville, Texas, and ran into a thunderstorm, and they closed the event. But we were also out there going to meet up with Meat Apache Band in Texas, and we met up with them, and they had a dinner for us. It was very nice of them to do that. Yeah, but before that, we did a tour of Brackenville itself. Then we went over to the Seminole Scouts graveyard. It was pretty cool. Highway 90. That was pretty cool to check that out too. Yeah, Brackenville's a neat little town. Yeah, we're on our way back. Turn the camera off. There should be a camera icon.
Yeah, but is it back on?
Yeah, there should be where it says, see the camera? Have the line tapped out. Okay. Now this road had such rowdy bumps. Speed limit 75, and hit that and just shook the camera right out of its mount.
Yeah, but
And the bad thing is you're not really even seeing it, you know. Yeah, it should get better after the hail. And you'd think of a major road like this, it would be better shape.
down here.
Yeah, there was someone before that. Yeah.
Pluto professor?
Oh, hello, Professor. Hello, Jennifer. Hit that arrow. Okay, that's fine. Welcome in, Jennifer. Good to see you. Yeah, we're just coming back from Bracketville. We're now in D'Hanis. On our way back to San Antonio. Well, we still managed to salvage that day. Well, I think we did a great job of salvaging the day. You know, Joanne got into a very interesting discussion about the Myers Spring pictograph site. We're actually out there at the, when were we out there? September?
I don't remember, maybe? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly when. But we got to see that pictograph site, part of the Lower Pecos River rock art. And what was that guy telling you about Richard? Richard's what, the tribal chair of the Leeton Apache?
Director. He's the
Director.
Yeah, he goes back to director.
And they had some people looking at what the pictographs were. And he pointed out to them, was able to explain some of the meaning of them. Because at that pictograph site, there's some pictographs that are about 4,000 years old. And then there were some that are after post-European contact. And the pictographs, some of them were done by the Apache, and some of them were done by the Humano. Now you can have where there's a church on the pictographs, a Spanish friar, and a conquistador.
Grist World?
Who?
Grist World? Oh, Aries World.
Oh, hey, Chris, and also I'm seeing the Vineyard Farmhouse. That's Brian. Welcome in. Good to see you. Okay. Yeah, we're about to enter Honda that we did pass the sign that said hitchhikers may be escaping inmates. Because there's a big prison in this area. I've been doing the lives pop-up, haven't gotten to where we could really schedule them. But Joanne and I have talked about doing a sit-down live and probably scheduling it. But that'll be coming later. Some of y'all may have been in here earlier, but I'll mention it again. We'll be in Fort Stockton for the historic Fort Stockton Living History Days.
Indian Hemlock?
Huh?
Indian Hemlock? Am I reading that?
I didn't hear you.
Indian Hemlock?
Hey, welcome in, Indian Hemlock. Good to see you. Which the bottom one?
Huh? Professor?
Oh, okay.
Plywood.
Yeah, well, at my angle, and plus I'm driving, I can't really see, and the chat's so small on this phone. Yeah, it's good to see you too, Indian Hemlock. Yeah, we had a fun day today. Just passed by Billy Bob's Hamburgers. We've stopped and had burgers from that place several times. No, it's fun going to these events, but it is actually so nice to start heading home too. Is that Fuzzy Adventures?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, they are starting to do their tourist industry thing here with older buildings here in Hondo. And they're doing that in Castroville and Sabinal too. But I like seeing those old structures. Of course, the newer areas, all the modern buildings and stores. God, look, the gas prices already jumping.
$3.19.
Yep. Yeah, when we're almost through Hondo. What's your little professor?
Uh-huh. Better than tearing them down? Yeah.
What's that?
Better than tearing them down? The old buildings?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially if the building's been there over 100 years. We still need to try this place out one time. Hermanson's Steakhouse. There's parts of Highway 90 that leave a lot to be desired to drive on. Hitting the bumpy areas early on, I know something over on at that time. It shook my phone completely out of the mount. And at that point, I was doing the speed limit. You know, with the speed limit 75, I hit that bump, you know. But here, this section seems to be okay. Anything you want to say about today's field? Any other places we visited? Huh?
No. Yeah, the Aries were all out, said don't speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do a thing like that. You're like, yeah, right. Yeah, I catch myself like, whoa, I don't need to be going that fast, you know, we're not in that big of a hurry. Yeah, we're crossing over Hondo Creek. I used to go fishing in this creek. It was really nice bass fishing. But this section near Hondo, It's completely dry. Hasn't been watering it for a few years. And the other section is that I go to is south of Hondo, between Hondo and this town called Divine. But they blocked all access to the creek. But I haven't been that way in so long, I don't know if it has water around that way or not.
Bud Files.
Hello, the Bud Piles are welcome in. Good to see you. You tired? Yeah, a
No,
little.
not really.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to tour the fort again. And I know Jennifer Portal Professor's been to Fort Clark Springs when she's met up with Rusty out there. Yeah, this is basically a ghost town right here. It's Dunlay. There's still a couple businesses and houses.
What's it called?
Dunlay.
Oh, okay.
Castroville 7 miles and says San Antonio 49, but we'll be turning off before then. What's the last comment?
Guess I like it out there.
Yeah, Fort Clark Springs it's a neat place. I mean, it's a historic fort. I think there was an active military post, if I recall right, right up until right after World War II. Well, there was a bunch of deer on the side of the road there. Yeah, so it's got a historic site. It's got its museum. It's got the, what do they call it? I'll call it an art museum. It has lodging, camping, RV parking, I believe.
And I think they said there's a couple of restaurants on there.
Yeah. And And in Fort Clark Springs Day, they actually have food trucks in there.
We even went exploring at one of the Fort Clark days events there. I got to talking to one of the ladies from the Seminole Indians group there, and they're mainly they're African American, and they originated out of Florida, and some of them managed to make their way down to Mexico, and apparently there was a community down there, and some of them were offered to they had it pretty good down there, but some of them traveled. Some went to Brackettville, settled there. Some were in the army, in the military, and they were assigned to Fort Myers. And I guess Brackettville was home for a lot of them, I guess. And they established a cemetery, and it's called. What was it called again?
Seminole Scout Cemetery.
Yeah, Seminole Scout Cemetery, Seminole Indian Scout Cemetery, or something like that. And it's way out there in the country, outside, away from the fort. And when I was talking to the lady, she said that they do events, in that area, and they have events also too, historical events at the cemetery. And I asked her, just casually, not thinking, I asked her, so is that cemetery here on the fort? Whereabouts is it so we can go see it? And she's like, oh no, it's not anywhere near here, because it's a drive from here. And she goes, we got to remember that back then there was segregation. He goes, and the black scouts were segregated, and they have a separate cemetery for them, a military cemetery. And I asked her, okay, well, where is it? And she said, you just go out to the fort and go towards this direction, and the first highway you come to, cross street, you take a left there and just follow it and keep driving, and it'll lead you to it. And so I told Kevin that's what I was told we could go try to see, and he said, yeah, let's go see if we could find it. And it was a bit of a drive until finally we were like, okay, well, I guess it's off a path or something here. And then we saw where it said historical marker, and we drove a little bit more, and then there it was. It said cemetery, and we found it. So keep an eye out for the video that Kevin's going to be working on, and we're going to be highlighting the Seminole Scout Cemetery in there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw in that video there's a little bit of the fort. We still entered the fort because we're going to meet up with the Lipon Apaches. Then they invited us to an event that they have on a historic building they own, the Stagecoach Stop. But we had time, so we went ahead and kind of drove around, checked out things in Brackettville itself. Also in Brackettville, there are some buildings that are just ruins.
Yeah, really crumbled.
Yep.
Like adobe buildings, or what were they?
Yeah, they're probably rock and adobe. But they were where they were collapsing. I had seen on videos before that people find those abandoned buildings and enter them. I wasn't about to enter these places.
No.
They did not look safe. Also there, I like seeing courthouses in some of these towns. I think there's some very nice architecture with those buildings. Oh, by the way, we're in Castroville. And crossing the Medina River. It was some time back. We toured the site of the Landmark Inn. It has both, a hotel. I think you can actually stay there in that hotel. Has the hotel, supposedly haunted. It has a mill site there. So it's right on the Medina River. Well, you were mentioning something earlier about San Antonio Missions Indian descendants,
Mm-hmm.
that they're going to have some presentation.
Yeah, next Saturday they're having a presentation, and I'd like to go to that. I'll have to see how we can get a head start, because it's kind of like on the other side of town from where we live, and I normally have to take my daughter to work in the morning, and so I'll just have to get her to work earlier, so that way we can make our way over to that presentation.
They had some neat presentations. What was the one they even go live on YouTube with their channel?
Yes.
But they have certain restrictions on or makes it where I can't share their link to the community page. But they had I don't recall his name, but we've met him several times. The guy's a blacksmith, and he was explaining the blacksmithing and with regards to the Spanish settlers in San Antonio and the San Antonio missions. And the guy himself is a blacksmith. I think it'd be pretty cool to see what he's doing.
Gypsy and Manila Gorilla.
What's that?
Gypsy and Manila Gorilla.
Hey, welcome in. Good to see y'all. Yeah, they've been doing quite a bit of lives, and they did a live, I think it was yesterday, and they were celebrating their 30th wedding anniversary. And I know on the live I wished them happy anniversary, but I will do it again. Yeah, just kind of a recap that we're coming back from Brackettville, Texas. We were gonna visit Fort Clark Springs Day, but it got rained out. But we salvaged today and toured both Brackettville and the Seminole Indian Scout Cemetery. And then we met up with the Lepun Apache Band in Texas where they provided dinner. You know, they had buffalo stew, bison tamales, and they had some other good sides with it. Fire roasted corn. They had that.
They had the bison stew, jalapeno tamales, and bison tamales, assorted fruits, some pastries inside, corn, roasted corn, and rice and beans.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't try it, but they had fire roasted squash.
Oh, okay.
I saw it there, and I meant to try it, but when it came time to eat, I just ended up passing by it. That kind of reminds me, mentioning corn, beans, and squash. The Three Sisters.
The Three Sisters is a Native American farming method where they plant the stalk of corn, then they plant the bean for it to climb up the corn stalk, and then they plant the squash on the ground, and that kind of helps with what now? The leaves, or
the beans help with fixing nitrogen and soil.
oh, okay.
Since a bean is a legume, that's the one thing the legumes do. They're nitrogen fixers.
So that causes farts then? No, no.
No, that's the sulfur.
The sulfur. Oh, okay.
We are in San Antonio now.
We're in San Antonio? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the outskirts of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And over the years that we've been traveling out here, it's even grown out here.
Yeah, I mean, just a few years ago, out this way, there was nothing here.
Apartment complexes, new subdivisions coming up. Strip centers, gas stations.
Yeah, well, it looks like that storm came through here too. See it? It's all wet around here. Definitely needed the rain. Subdivision. And I recall you took this exit and got on 1604. It was like a two-lane highway. But now you even go south that way, I still think it's 2 lanes, but there are subdivisions and that all down that way. And also there's a lot of road construction through here.
Okay, we're just driving into town. Do you want me to pick up anything to eat? Are you okay? You feel to eat? Okay, you just hungry again? I don't know. She might, I don't know. Maybe I'll make her a little bit more hungry and she'll eat. Alright, we're just driving into town, so I'll be there in a little bit then. Alright. Yeah? Nothing. We ate before we left. We ate a lot.
Well, they had a lot of food for us.
Yeah, I don't think we'll pick up anything. I mean, we got turkey and bread to make a sandwich if we get hungry later, but I don't think we'll eat anything. Alright, so be there in a little bit. Alright,
Yeah, I can see the lights in my old workplace that way.
bye.
Media Creek Water Recycling Center. And it is manned.
Someone's out there?
Huh?
Manned? Someone's there?
Yep, someone's there. It's 24/7 operation. And
Do you need to get over here or?
yeah,
Oh, okay, this will take you. Oh, okay, I thought that was a lane there. No. Oh, it is.
it is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, take this flyover.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with heights, you would not like these flyovers. Yeah, back in January when we had freezing rains, they had these shut.
Shut?
Yep, they had them closed. Because you know they're covered in ice.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But it was mostly that Saturday night into that Sunday. By Monday, all that ice was gone.
The Bud Files?
Huh?
The Bud Files?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's a good channel for Bud Files. They do a lot of touring of places. I think even museum tours.
Uh-huh. see this coming on the right on the screen? That's another flyover. That's a tall one.
Yeah, I saw this, one of those cartoon pictures, and it showed like the flyovers, and they had a roller coaster loop with it.
Yeah.
Who's the button?
Aries World.
Oh, okay, Chris. Yeah, where Joanne mentioned about the flyovers off of that road 151. Last year, I actually met Chris from Aries World at the Chicken Ranch ice house there. Also in that meetup there was Deb, or Parkland Lily, Troy from Adventure America, Todd Saw, the Sock Monkey from the Can Mac Project, Corey from Switchback Texan, and Donnie from Martin's RV in Uvalde. In fact, I met up with Donnie just earlier this week, and we did the Crystal Cave hike. And at Garter State Park. It was a nice hike, but it was tough. Not really even that long, but there was a lot of steep slope, a bunch of broken rock. I was wore out by the time I finished that hike. Well, I guess this is a good place to end this live. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Want to tell them bye?
Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
And everybody have a good evening. Oh, I didn't see you until the end, Francis. Welcome in. But I'm just about to close the live out. And everyone have a pleasant evening.